So students, in the previous video, we have seen that Pierre and Joseph share a very beautiful bond and they are believed to be sharing a secret. So now let's read the chapter further on to see what secret it was. Paragraph 16. But Pierre refused to retire. He was panic-stricken at the thought of not driving Joseph every day. "We are two old men," he said to Jacques. "Let us wear out together. When Joseph is ready to retire, then I, too, will quit." Jacques, who was a kind man, understood. There was something about Pierre and Joseph that made any man smile tenderly. It was as though each drew some hidden strength from the other. When Pierre was asked to retire, which means to stop working permanently, which he refused, he was very sad and heartbroken at the thought of not driving Joseph every day. He then told Jacques that when Joseph is ready to retire, then he too will retire. This shows how strong their bond were and how much he loved the horse. Jacques, who was a kind man, seemed to understand Pierre's emotions and feelings. Then one morning, Jacques had dreadful news for Pierre when he arrived. It was a cold morning and still pitch dark. The air was like ice that morning. Jacques said, "Pierre, your horse, Joseph, did not wake up this morning. He was very old, Pierre. He was 25, and that is like being 75 for a man." But one morning, Jacques brought up bad news for Pierre. It was a very cold morning, and everything seemed to be cold and gloomy. Jacques then disclosed the news to Pierre that his beloved horse, Joseph, did not wake up that morning. At that point of time, the horse was 25 years old, which is similar to being 75 years old for a man. Paragraph 19. "Yes," Pierre said slowly. "Yes, I'm 75 and I cannot see Joseph again." "Of course you can," Jacques soothed. "He is over in his stall, looking very peaceful. Go over and see him." Pierre took one step forward, then turned. No, you don't understand, Jacques." So here we notice that Pierre is now 75 years old and he says that he won't be able to see Joseph again as the horse is now dead. But there is another reason for that which we will come to know later on. Jacques said to him that he can see Joseph as he is lying in his stall looking very peaceful. Pierre, although he stepped forward, but then he turned away and said to Jacques that he won't understand. Jacques clapped him on the shoulder. "We will find another horse just as good as Joseph. Why, in a month you will teach him to know your route as well as Joseph did?" "We will." Jacques then tried to console Pierre while saying that they will find him another horse as good as Joseph and he can teach him the direction of the route. The look in Pierre's eyes stopped him. For years, Pierre had worn a heavy cap. The peak came low over his eyes, keeping the bitter morning wind out of them. Now, Jacques looked into Pierre's eyes and saw something that startled him. He saw a dead, lifeless look in them. The eyes were mirroring the grief that was in Pierre's heart and his soul. It was as though his heart and soul had died. "Take today's off, Pierre," Jacques said. But already Pierre was hobbling off down the street. In these two paragraphs, we see that Jacques notices the sadness in Pierre's eyes. For years, he had worn a heavy cap which had hidden his eyes. That means others could not see or notice his eyes properly. Now, when Jacques noticed his eyes, he saw something which shocked him. He noticed a lifeless look in them. Those eyes reflected the grief and sadness that Pierre had due to the death of his beloved horse. It looked as if he is now soulless and his heart had died. Jacques thus suggested Pierre to take leave for one day, and after that Pierre walked down the street with difficulty. There was a warning yell from the driver of a huge truck that was approaching fast. There was a scream of brakes, but Pierre seemed to hear neither. 5 minutes later, an ambulance driver said his dad was killed instantly. Here we see that Pierre had an accident. The driver of the huge truck that was coming towards him tried to warn Pierre, but neither Pierre saw it nor he heard the warning. After 5 minutes, when the ambulance came, Pierre was pronounced to be spot dead. I could not help it, the driver of the truck protested. He walked right into my truck. He never saw it, I guess. Why? He walked into it as though he were blind. The driver then said that he had tried to warn Pierre, but he walked right in front of his truck. Here it refers that Pierre was very absent-minded and sad over the death of the horse, because of which he did not notice or hear the truck approaching towards him. The driver also referred to the fact that he walked into it as if he were a blind person. The ambulance doctor bent down. Blind? Of course the man was blind. See those cataracts. This man must have been blind for at least 5 years. He turned to Jacques. You say he worked for you. Did not you know he was blind? No, Jacques said softly. None of us knew. Only one knew, a friend of his named Joseph. It was a secret, I think, just between those two. The ambulance doctor examined Pierre and said that Pierre was actually blind because he had cataracts, which refers to tissue-like growth that clouds the lens of the eyes and cause gradual loss of eyesight. He further added that he had been blind for at least 5 years now. He then asked Jacques that if he didn't know this fact. Jacques then replies softly that none of them knew that Pierre was actually blind since 5 years, except his friend, that is Joseph. He further adds that this was the secret which both of them shared. So, this story highlights the beautiful relationship and bonding of a person and an animal.